What's up, mother foxers? Alright. We gotta do it. We gotta put that in the damn car. I have been dragging my ass on this whole thing. Not because it's difficult for me to do. It's just not that exciting. It really isn't. Ever since I've been doing engines, that's fun. So, still hate putting pistons in though. That'll never change, I don't think. We'll see. Maybe it'll grow on me. But I just gotta locate some screws and bolts and stuff. I think I got one of these. It's already inside the car in the hole. But I'm missing one. So we'll have to figure that out. Yeah, we'll get that in there. Something else I want to show you on the dash. To pull the dash back in here. And there it is. Of course, it was sitting out in the little mobile garage there. Still dirty. No big deal. But I forgot, but I didn't forget. If you can understand that. Obviously, the glove box door. Totally forgot to strip that. I knew I had to do it. I just, out of sight, out of mind kind of thing. And this is hard plastic, so I'm going to have to do it the way I did the center console. I have a video on that. Maybe I'll go over it again. So far on the internet, guys, I'm the only one that's figured this out. There's hard plastics in this car, and there's soft plastics. The hard plastics, you can't use paint stripper or any harsh chemicals on the hard plastics. The soft plastics aren't the big deal with that stuff. Mainly you want to use paint stripper, but this will use a combination of lacquer thinner and a Scotch-Brite, but you got to keep moving. Ah, there you go. Gotta love it when the seat's not mounted. It's sitting back this way, but I don't know, maybe I just gotta push back in here. Oh, that's what it is. It's not going in.
It's coming through.
You got a wrench.
Huh?
Do you have a wrench? Alright, as you saw in the end there, we got the heater box in the car. A couple little snags. I was wondering why it wouldn't go in, and it turns out there's a screw at the bottom that holds it in from the inside, but besides the two studs and nuts there. And then there's that bottom screw. I had to pull it out to pull that screw out, but then it stripped out. Because you're just dealing with a thin layer of sheet metal here. So we found a screw and a nut, and we stuck it in there, so it's all secure now. So alright, so now I'm going to turn my attention to that right over there, the glove box. Let's get that thing stripped and then get that thing ready for some dye so we can get it ready to put in the car. So, which means I gotta tighten this booster up. I gotta do a little bit of buffing because I had to sand that frost from the clear coat down a little bit over there. So just need to get some buff cut and get that on and done. So let me pull that off there. I'll show you guys what I got to do to this in order to strip that off. Now, I didn't really know this, but you can actually take this cover off here. I just noticed a bunch of screws here and went undo. And right there's the key. It's lacquer thinner. I've gone over this before and I'll go over it again. There's hard plastics in these Foxbodies and there's soft plastics. And this is what they call, I guess, and I don't really know the terminology, don't hold me to it. It's OSB, or that might be wood, I don't know. It's the hard stuff. Now, there's the bendable stuff. I think that's like polyurethane, probably. That stuff is okay to use, like, you know, paint stripper in a can. You're gonna have to die if you use that stuff. Okay, it's not gonna eat that bendable plastic. This hard stuff, it'll eat it. So don't put paint stripper on these hard plastics like this. So far, there's nobody else on the internet that I've seen that has figured this out. And you can't use acetone, because as soon as you start scrubbing it with acetone, you'll take the texture right off and it just melts. You can't use denatured alcohol because it doesn't touch the paint. So what I found is an equal medium between all that is the lacquer thinner. Now, with that being said, you can't just go ahead and nilly-willy just scrub the thing with lacquer thinner. You basically soak it with lacquer thinner and start an area. You got about 15 to 20 seconds of scrub time, guys. That's it. Then it will start to eat into the texture that is in here. Don't want to do that. As soon as you start feeling that, move away. Scrub another area. Let that gas off. Let the lacquer thinner gas off. Then you can go back and scrub again until eventually it's off. So, and see, right now all it's doing is it's gonna just scrubbing. It's taking the black off, but it's probably gonna take you a while. So far, this is the best way I figured out how to do it. Nobody on the internet that I've seen has figured this out. Obviously, now don't get me wrong, sometimes they mold these things as red, or they mold them as a titanium color. You're not scrubbing that off, obviously. This is just for when you have boneheads who take like Rust-Oleum and just start painting everything black. I mean, it's so bad, I don't know if you guys can see. It's just there's runs all over the car with this stuff. So, but I'll show you here in real time. Now this lacquer thinner may be a little red in color, and that's because I've used this when I was doing this before and got it in there, so it's got a little red tint to it. But here you go, guys. Real time with this stuff. Start scrubbing it and look at the red come off. See that coming off now? And so far, I'm not feeling it bite. So far we're good. Like I said, 15 to 20 seconds is a guess on my part. But I did start feeling it dig, so I'll move over to someplace else. And what I'll do is I'll take some paper towel here. Just kind of wipe that off. Okay. See how I just cleaned it right off and left the texture. Now I'll peel that right off. That's how you do it, man. That's how you do it on these hard plastics. You can do it on the soft plastics too, but it's still going to take, I mean, it's tedious, guys. It's not going to be quick at all. It's just, it sucks because of some bonehead did this. But take your time. You'll have to have several of these. Once they get clogged, they're done for. Should get some gloves on for this, but yeah, but there you go. There's your texture. It's still there. It is a little white there, no big deal, because it's going to get dyed. So, yeah, let me go ahead and finish this up, and we'll show you the end product. Well, everybody, there we go. Got a little bit more to go on here. Then I had a major development happen. There you go, right there, man. It's done for. Now, it broke off. Dude, I didn't even hit this. I didn't even hit it. It just fell apart when I lifted it up. It was already broke. I didn't even know it. And I thought, well, shoot, I could probably fix that with some JB Weld or something. And here's a little piece. Focus on that. There we go. And then I was looking at this part here, and I started rubbing it a little bit. And another chunk came off, I mean, in pieces. So I was like, well, that's great. And so I looked at the other side of it, and let me see if I can't get this to focus on this. And right there, it's already cracked. I mean, this one's about ready to go as well. So that whole deal is over with. There's no reason to go further. This cannot be used. At least I don't know how to fix it. I mean, there's no material there to really drill into, and if I drill into it, it'll probably disintegrate because it's 30 years old. You know? Oh man, I thought I was gonna just, hey, let's just, you know, go ahead and clean this up. And look, like I said, man, the lacquer thinner works great with this stuff, man. But unfortunately, I need another. It's probably going to boil down getting a whole new glove box, because I don't think anybody sells just the cover of these. I even checked LMR. They don't even have these in it. They don't even sell these things. So, yeah, wonderful stuff. All right, so that didn't pan out how I wanted it to. But we did do a little review on how to strip paint off hard plastic on a Foxbody interior. Oh well, I got a couple of feelers out there for somebody who might have a door for me. We'll see. But yeah, it's just a simple thing. I just wanted to clean that off and get it ready to paint that whole dash, because I'm gonna, well, dye, whatever. I'm gonna dye that stuff here. I did pull out both Harbor Freight and my Adam guns, my little detail guns. Remember the fiasco with them things not working properly. So I cleaned the shit out of both of them. Started off with the Adam, threw some water in there and sprayed it to see what the heck's going on, man. Why was it spraying in the bottom so much? And the water is spraying out in a beautiful fan. Don't know why it had been doing that. The water spraying out. Then I went ahead and put some acetone in it, and it's spraying a nice fan as well. Don't know. Then I cleaned out the Harbor Freight gun really good too. Same thing. Did the same thing. Fan came out. And one thing I did realize with the Harbor Freight compared to the Adam is this has a much bigger fan than this does. When I kind of a unforeseen kind of a thing I didn't know about when I was using them. Harbor Freight one, guys, when I first bought this gun, it worked fantastic. Same thing with that Adam gun. But we'll see. Now it's about putting paint in it, and it's got, you know, paint's a little thicker. So we'll see what happens. I don't know. I don't know. I mean, if it's atomizing water and acetone, well, I got to assume it's going to atomize and paint now. Maybe, I don't know, maybe there's something that wasn't clean in there, but I usually clean my guns pretty well. So anyway, that's all I got, man. Put a heater box in the car, which was terribly exciting, and little lesson again on the paint stripping on hard plastics. But I'm going to get that dash up here, start cleaning it off, get it masked off for the black, masked off for the red, and we'll go ahead and start dyeing it, and then we'll get ready to be putting it in the cars. I do got a couple of little wiring things I got to do in there, not a big deal like I was saying before. Anyway, I'd say I'm sorry that there's not a lot going on right now, but I'm not, because like I said, it's a documentary of what I'm doing with this car, the little stupid thing. So anyway, guys, thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Bye bye.